it's Kai. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new speed build video. Today we are going to be building this micro shell from Simply Tiara, who is one of my friends, and she built this shell I think to celebrate 5,000 followers, so congratulations Tiara for your achievement. It is very well deserved and it is worth the hard work that you put in. But anyways, this shell is very tiny and I had a lot of trouble figuring out what to do with it because it is also a simple L-shaped shell, and sometimes simple is a bit hard in a way because it is too simple and usually I don't know what to do with simple builds. But we are completing this shell for a single sim, of course, and I don't think you can fit in 2 sims, but the lot that we are building on is a pre-existing household lot. I'm not so sure which household, but it is in the world of, I think, Brindleton Bay or Windenburg. I think it's Brindleton Bay in one of the lower or the central lots. I'm not so sure. But anyways, it is a small or micro home and everything works out perfectly fine, and I play tested this build already and everything works out, so you don't really have to worry about your sim not being able to access some of the areas of the house. But I decided to turn the smaller section of the L-shaped structure into a bathroom, and the other remaining is the where the bedroom is and also the kitchen and the living room. So it is a pretty simple floor plan, and it is also simple because it's a micro home. But anyways, I also wanted to go for this kind of Scandinavian look for the exterior, so I ended up placing a couple of columns here and there and then extended a part of the roof outwards so that the roofing looks a bit not normal, and I think that is applied in a lot of Scandinavian builds from what I see on Pinterest, but that's the kind of concept I was going for. And then the number of tiles that is considered a micro home for this lot is 32 tiles, so I also managed to use all of the 32 tile spaces that were extra, and I think the existing shell took up about 26 tiles, so I had like only 6 tiles. I think 26 plus 6 is 32, I think. But yeah, everything is okay for this build and I really like how it turned out because it is simple and also challenging because it is a micro home and there's not a lot of space in it. I was also struggling to find the wall decorations for the exterior. Initially, I wanted to put in some flowers to be placed under the windows for the bathroom, but I ended up going for some bushes to cover it up from the get together pack. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the exterior of the home, but the color scheme is of course neutral colors. As you can see from the exterior of the build, the main structure is a brown paneling and it is also paired with some grays from the Jungle Adventure pack. But I also ended up adding these carpets to make them look like it's a pathway from the Get Together pack, and I'm pretty sure it's of stone material because the rug, I think in the description says it's like a stone type of material. I decided to use them because I didn't really like the patterns for the stones for the base game terrain tools, but I also didn't I didn't want to use the same tiles all over again for every build that I do. So I decided to use these rugs that are from the Get Together pack simply because it is also modern looking. And then I will also be adding a parking lot for this house, even though the car is a debug item and is not so functional. But I just included it to make it have a picture that it is a proper home with a car. The sim that I picture living here is pretty much simple living sim with a car, who doesn't use it of course because it's a debug item and really like simple living, so there is not a lot of decorations in this house. but the sim is also into farming, so I ended up adding this awning from the get together pack and put in a small garden that your sim can use to grow some plants and stuff like that, so there is an activity for your sim. Over here, I'm just placing the tiles that are from the carpets, actually from the get together pack, and then I paired them with this yellow or orange truck from the debug menu of the base game, and that's about it for the landscaping. And yeah, it also has like a small garden space for some barbecue activities and also some resting places. But anyways, we are moving on into the interior of the house. And as you can see, the layout is pretty simple. I just, like separated some of the areas into smaller parts, and they're basically the same square, so it is not much of some space. But anyways, over here is going to be the kitchen, and as you can see, there is a sink and a stove, but I will be removing that sink and replacing one of the counters with a dishwasher because I forgot to put in the fridge. But that you will see in the screenshots because I didn't record me placing them. I only realized that there isn't a refrigerator in this house only after I completed this build. And over here I was just playtesting the sim that lives here. They are a couple of roommates, I think, but this house only fits one sim, so you cannot squeeze in two sims or more. But yeah, for the playtesting also I had some trouble because one of my sims died from playing with a weather tool, because when I was recording the intro for this video, the season wanted to go for some rain. So I managed to change it to like a more sunny with clear skies and no rain using Dr. June's machine. But then one of my sim who I play tested this house with ended up dying from it, so it was kind of a tragic death. But yeah, after that the house worked perfectly fine. So yeah, over here I'm just placing the dining table and configuring the layout of the house. The dining table is pretty space consuming, but it is not, because when I put it normally like away from the wall and it's not touching the wall, it is not accessible. But if I put it like going into the wall a bit, it is totally functioning. So that's kind of weird for the playtesting. But this area over here in particular is going to be the bedroom of the sim, and I pictured that, you know, they like pink. So I decided to add in some pink elements to it, like the bed and also the chair. And I pictured that the sim that lives here is a young adult, so there is not a lot of like oldie stuff that elderly sims or adult sims do. But overall I think the build is quite good because it is a pretty small build and also a fast build for me to finish, so it's not really time consuming and it doesn't really give any headache. But anyways, this part over here is going to be the bathroom, and it's pretty simple with a sink and toilet and a bathtub. And over here is going to be the last part of the video, which is the garden. I think second last or last part, because when I was furnishing this I totally forgot about the awning that I put, so I actually had to like extend the recording. After this you will see that I will be just, you know, decorating the awning over here with a little a couple of like these planter boxes, and that's pretty much it for the video. So I really hope you guys will like this build. If you do like this build and you like this video, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and comment if you want to, and I hope to talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!